Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Charity Tuesdays. Listen, you might have missed that. Let me flash it real quick. Boom, there it go. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Hey, hey. Okay, let me not dance too much. Don't dance too much because may knock a hip out of sort just a little bit there. Well, welcome to Charity Tuesdays. I have a special guest, Miss Connie Street. Yes, with Self Care University. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you today?
I'm so good. How are you?
Um, I'm pretty good. I have my fan because I'm a little hot. So bear with me if you see me fanning. It's just because it's just too much going on. Just too much going on.
Let it
So
go, girl. Let it go. Let it go. Air it out if we need. If we need to
I
air it out,
know.
let's air it out.
Listen, and do you have on long sleeves?
I do.
Girl, listen, you have on long sleeves and I'm sleeveless. What is happening?
I mean, but this is very thin, so it's actually one of those
Okay.
that's kind of cooling. I love a good fabric.
Oh, with some of those, they have that real nice soft fabric that's out now. I don't know what it's made of, but if it doesn't feel too hot, like it'll, make you feel like, you're in 2-degree weather. So you
Right.
got the good stuff. You got the good stuff. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey everybody. Now listen before we get started, because when we are sharing the tea, it's to educate anyone. And so we're always learning something new, absorbing some information, listening to what we can gain. And of course, we're gaining knowledge too. I know I said my talk, you know, letters out of order, but don't worry about that. And you know what I mean. You guys been with me for a while. This is not your first rodeo on Share the Tea. And then look at my hair. What is this? You're just gonna stick up? Okay, don't do that. Pay attention. Don't do that. This
Oh,
is
it
a
looks
special
good
day.
now. It looks good.
Okay, thank you. Because sometimes it'll be like,
I gotta watch the ones in the back too, where I'll be like, okay.
right. They wanted to be at attention. Is that what I think that's what it is. But today is a special day. It is my birthday. Okay. I'm so blessed to be here. 48 is gonna be great. That's the theme. 48 is gonna be great. Whatever's coming, all the aches and pains, because listen, I rolled over so much in that bed this morning, Connie. Honey.
Really?
I was like, there's no need for me to get up and do anything. I mean,
Okay.
God,
You're grown. You grown.
right. And I was just like, where do I need to go today? Nowhere. That's what I kept saying. But, the phone
Because it's
kept
your
ringing
birthday.
and
You can
yeah,
sleep in on your birthday. You can wake up early. You can stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning if you want to on your birthday, because 48 is great. You can stay up 48 hours if you wanted to.
that, that part is true. I may be a little delusional after a while, but yes.
Yeah, just don't go live then.
Right. Not gonna lie. Be like, what is she doing? Why is she looking like
Get rid of
that?
the evidence.
Definitely, definitely. But I will say, I had made the plans because I've been so busy for the month of March, from two conferences, going to DC, advocating, and I'm just like, whew, I'm a little worn out. And so I said, on my birthday, I'm just gonna sleep in. I took off work. I'm relaxing. I don't need to do anything. And it was probably close around 11 o'clock. I'm like, I'm getting a little hungry. So anyway, I went to lunch with my dad. So I had a good time. Oh, and my sister, because we made her come along. But yeah, it's like once you get outside and moving around, now you feel like, oh, well, let's go do this. Let's go do this. Let's go.
Did they take you shopping?
Girl, no, no,
Oh,
no. Mm-mm. That,
all right.
girl, another.
I saw
Listen,
that one.
listen,
I saw it, but I didn't. We don't see nothing. We don't see nothing here.
listen. My dad said we were at Home Depot. And he was like, okay, are you done? Okay, can we go now? I'm
You went to
ready.
Home
I'm
Depot
tired.
on your birthday?
Yes, well, I was looking for something for
You
my
are
boo. So
grown. You are adult. You are adult. That is hashtag adulting right there. When you were 18, where you're like, let's go to Home Depot.
right? Going to Home Depot and Lowe's. Go figure. Like, what's the deal? What is happening here? I know. But anyways, so with self-care, because I want to talk about that, and that's what your business is. We do have to really be mindful of self-care. Like sometimes we kind of neglect ourselves and just push it to the side. But with Self-Care University, that's the name of your business. I would like for you to take over and just kind of tell us what is Self-Care University and who are you, Miss Connie?
Well, first of all, happy birthday. 48 is so phenomenal. You do not look a day over 22 because 21 legal big goal. I love it. Thank you so much for the shout out for yes, you are hot. Let's go. I mean, hashtag if you're in perimenopause, just put that in the chat. If you know you're in menopause, put that in the chat. If you're post menopause, oh, we already know that you're in the clear.
Yes.
Let's go. So I am of the mindset with Self-Care University. Okay. I hope it is in the name of what I do is I actually help women to realize that they can understand their bodies
Mm,
because we didn't come with an instruction manual. And I have devoted 30 plus years of my life to doing this.
wow. 30 years, that's a long time. You're a pro. You know everything that there needs to be.
I would like to
We
call myself an expert. I think I can call myself an expert in women's wellness at this point. I hope.
think so. Like, what do you need to get to year 50 or something? I think 30 is pretty good.
I don't know. I think if in 50 years, oh my gosh, I might as well just, start touring the world and just let's go, ladies.
That's a good idea. Add that to your list. Add that to your list.
Let's
Yes.
go.
So with Self Care University, did you come up with that name on your own, or was it how was that given to you?
I used it organically in a sentence because whenever I think about me being an educator, well, where do you go for education? You go to a university, you go to a trusted place. It's not an actual physical place, which is really nice because it's ever moving. It's always learning, always growing. There's always movement, which is really great. Self care is ever evolving, but I'm going to tell you there's information that I started back in 1996 giving that I'm still giving today because there are
Wow.
still women, and I'm just going to dive in a little deep here. I don't want to hurt any feelings, but there's women who tell me, why has my doctor never told me this? Why has a nurse
Mm,
practitioner never told me this? Why hasn't anyone ever said this? Like, I can't believe it's coming from you. You're an RN. I should have known this by now.
right. And that's a good question. Why don't our doctors tell us more about
I know
do
the
I say
answer.
do I say holistic or do I say naturalistic or what's the word the term I
I
should
always
use?
think that holistic and natural is a bit along the same lines. We just think outside the prescription bottle was really technically true.
Okay. Okay. So why don't they tell it? Is this not taught in medical I mean, is it taught in medical school?
So just be mindful of what is taught in medical school. Medical school, there's diseases, right? And there's less prevention, but more talking about like how it happens, how to find it, and what to do to treat it. Well, then you have the
Right.
RN side where we are the educators. That is literally our scope of practice is to be the educator, right?
Mhm.
We do the research, we hunt and peck and find that information. We're the ones that deliver information typically to a doctor. So we are
Right.
typically the front lines of research and education, where they are more the ones that are providing their medical knowledge.
So with you saying that, that means that we need to let them know what's going on and not withhold information when we're having symptoms or if we're having problems or whatever the issues may be. We need to make sure that we're sharing that with our doctor instead of keeping it to ourselves, right?
I am a big fan of journaling. Anybody who knows me, I've preached and taught journaling because to me journaling puts it down and then you can go to your provider and come to your provider with the top 5 things that you have going on because those four white walls get a little crispy, and you're just your brain just kind of goes cuckoo, and you got the white coat syndrome, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what were my symptoms? I totally forgot. You know what I mean? Were my armpits sweaty? Was I moody? Was my libido low? I've just totally forgot. So what I do is I educate my clients to journal, come up with the top 5 things, because I can guarantee you now your doctor is going to come up with the one thing here that could take care of all of it, or could actually be the biggest fire going on. And I love being helpful in facilitating women to be able to communicate with their provider. I don't want them to lose their provider. I just want them to know how to talk in that 15 minutes that y'all get that's so quick of what you really need.
Very quick.
It's quick.
Very quick. So you mentioned white coat syndrome. Tell us what do you mean by that? And for the people that may not know what all that means.
So it's not I'm not diagnosing anybody. So please know that little caveat there. But white coat syndrome is very commonly known for whenever a medical provider is coming in, things of like, oh, this is the person that gives me shots, and shots are painful. This is the person that gives bad news because bad news is bad. This is the person that is so intimidating because they're so smart and they're using big words and I don't even understand it. And then white coat, and but they wear a lab coat because that identifies them as the medical professional. So
right. So they have to, I mean, they have to wear that. That's part of, I guess
it
you'll
is
say, the
part of their
uniform.
dress code. It's part of
Right.
it's a part of their identity, because whenever they graduate, they get their
They're
white
white.
coat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we shouldn't be intimidated by the coat per se, but to have that conversation to where we need to discuss what's going on with us.
And you got your journal. You've got
And
your
you get
journal
this
before you even go before the white coat.
That's true. I like that journal concept. I had to start writing things down when I was going on my cancer journey because it was so much information. Like you and I'm just gonna say when you're diagnosed with cancer and then you go in and have your, I guess you'll say, consultation maybe, and then you're trying to figure out what your treatment plan is going to be, what treatments, and then there's like, okay, well, this is this, and that. And you're like, wait, what? Hold on. What you want me to do? And so it was like somebody just came and threw a big bucket of water. It's like, here you go. All right. Are you ready to go? Are you ready? You ready to go? We're getting ready to start this. Da, da, da. And I'm like, hold on,
And
hold
you're
on, hold
like, what?
on. Exactly. And that's how it felt. And so I had to really start writing things down. And Reggie said, um, get you a little book and write down your questions, because after you leave out of your doctor's appointment, that's when you like, oh, I should have asked, I should have said, and you won't remember by the time you go back. So I like that. I like to get you a little journal. That will definitely help. So with Self Care University, now you said back in 1996. So has your business been in existence since 1990, or you've just been in the health field for that long?
I have been in the healthcare field since 1996. I've actually worked in a hospital. I mean, that right there, I've been around the information. I have access to many a provider, and anybody who knows me, I'm going to ask any question. Know how brutal the answer that would come back to me. I'm going to ask it because there's so many years that I have been. I'm a Gen Xer, and I can't even. Gatekeeping wasn't a thing back then, but they sure did it. Like no one talked. No one.
That's true.
No one
True. And why do
answered.
they
No
do
one.
that?
Huh?
What why do they do that? What do you think is the benefit from you holding on to information? I'm still at loss on that.
To me, I feel like they really didn't know. I think baby
Oh,
boomers,
okay.
and it's very true. Statistics show that baby boomers have a deficit of self care knowledge. So I don't think they really had it to share to be confident enough they're like, just go ask a doctor. And trust me, I've asked many a doctor too. And I'm just telling you, there's just many a door I had to knock on until I got what I needed. And I'm pretty persistent. So
Okay. And I think that's you're probably right on that with they just don't have the knowledge because you're always learning something new. And you'll be surprised now that like you said, the baby boomer generation, how they don't you would think they would know things, but they really don't. Especially when you start to ask them like, well, what about this? And they're like, oh, nobody ever told me that. I didn't know that I could do that. Especially, well, I know this is off topic, but for like if you need assistance with your hospital bill, or let's say you can't pay
mhm.
the $9,000 that they're sending you to pay, that you can actually talk to someone about that financial bill in order to get some assistance, especially if you're a senior or someone on a limited income, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think people just didn't know that. They feel like, well, I got this bill, I have this invoice, and it says due now, and they feel like they have to pay it all right
Or
now.
they went to
Yeah.
collections and they're just like, oh, I guess I'll just file bankruptcy or all these weird, odd financial decisions. That's
Mhm.
so interesting.
Right. It definitely is. It definitely is. So, Self Care University. First of all, I love the title. By the way, the name. I
Thank
just
you.
like
Self
that.
Care University, okay, because OK stands for Oklahoma. So Self Care University, okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yes. Yes. Now, are you hoping to expand outside of Oklahoma?
Girl, don't be telling my secrets, but
Oh.
yes, I would. No, I would love to be in all 50 states because I'm a multi state licensed registered nurse. But let's just say I've got my feet out there and I've got my feet out there.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna just let us speak that upon you, and hopefully, in the future, things will. You never know. You never know. But that's cool. And I think that because you do a lot of things online, as far as your videos and your Facebook and things where you're sharing things and you're talking about certain things, and you never know that someone outside of Oklahoma may see those videos. So, you go viral. Yes. Next time I see you, I need your autograph. So that way before you make it all big, I have to make an appointment to see you and all that. I kind of already have my autograph.
Where did I mean,
Right.
I don't carry that with me or anything.
Okay, gotcha. So what is something that you feel is important for women to know? Because March is women's uh is it Women's History Month or Women's Month? I'm messing it up. March has a lot of things in it,
Women's
but
History Month. Yes.
Women's History Month. And so what do you think is something that women needs to know, I'll say even historically, about self-care or about us in general and our health?
Listen to your body. Your
Mhm.
body is going to tell you there is something needed, there's a deficit, I've had too much.
Mm.
Listen to your body. Even if you have 15 kids in the house, you have a husband, the doorbell's ringing, and your favorite show came on, it does not matter how distracted you are. You have to put the oxygen on yourself first. You have to listen to your body because there's only one of you. Okay. And if you're the one that spins all the plates, there's only one of you. And you have to listen to when your body is telling you something.
Mm. I like that. That's golden. That's golden nugget. I feel like I should have asked that question at the end, but that's
Oh,
okay.
oh, there's more to come. Y'all stay
I
tuned. There's
know
still more
there's
good questions.
absolutely there's more to come. I like that, but we do need to listen to our bodies. It gives us warning signs. Well, now, do you feel that we ignore the warning signs, or do we just that's nothing. Let me take some ibuprofen, Tylenol, or whatever pain reliever, Aleve, or whatever, um, to make this go away. I mean, what are we doing here?
Whenever I see clients, this is the question is how long have you been experiencing this? And I'm going to get the response of 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Please let me be the person to tell you it is okay that on like week one, if you're having some type of way, don't wait for it to get worse because then you're going to see me in 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years. And then we're going to have this conversation of something that really needs to be given your utmost attention, full stop.
Full stop. Definitely. Definitely.
Yes,
You
because you
know,
could
and I
really
think that's
hurt
something that
yourself.
we right, right. And I asked someone the question like you just said, like, so how long have you been having problems or pain? And sometimes they say, well, shoot, it's been going on for so long, I don't even remember when it started.
And
And
it
so
starts to
we've
feel
kind of
normal until, yeah, until something else.
thank you. And then we get used to taking some type of medication to subdue the pain, and we're not really focused on, well, where is this pain coming from? It has to come from somewhere. And I think that's, do we get scared to ask those questions? Like, why is my head still hurting three
No,
days
I
later?
see it on
That's
social
what I'm
media these days. People are so desperate that they go to social media, and I call it the digital waiting room. I'm like, that is not
not
the
the
place
digital
to go,
waiting room.
because if you have a headache and let's say you have high blood pressure, this person over here has a headache because they're not sleeping very well because they're in perimenopause. Please
Mm,
don't go into the digital waiting room and asking someone that you're a 45-year-old with these symptoms. All the MLM links are gonna start coming your way, and that is not the space, the time, the location to be asking those questions. And I'm not saying that to stop anyone. I'm just saying find someone who is medically trained to speak about your symptoms to, and not to the entire globe of
mm.
probably someone that's a bot account that has a Facebook group, and that's all they do is they filter you in and give you their MLM link. I've seen it, I've done the research, and I've gotten out of all those groups. I'm like, nope, I don't want my eyes to see this.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever had to try to rescue someone? Like, hey, I don't think that's a good idea for you to go down that road.
Yes, I have, and I'm going to tell you, I have been dismissed. Hmm.
Dismissed like they're not listening to you?
Yes, I actually had someone who I talked about polyester throw blankets, and I said, what's the name of the fabric of your favorite blanket?" And they said polyester, and they said it was a gift, and I was like, just know that polyester is a toxin and it's a hormone disruptor. And do you know what they said? I don't want your help, and I'll go to my doctor if I want to. True. I copied and pasted it. I was like, this is wild. And I said, I'm just providing you education. And she said she didn't ask for it. And I said, thank you. So that's just one. And I'm not saying
Okay.
it happens like all the time. People are not beating me off with a stick or anything. But I'm just saying, you know what? You're not going to forget what I said next time you go to the store and you see polyester. And that's not how I want to get to people. That's not how I want to get the information out. But I'm like, look, go to someone, ask questions. I'm just providing education. Can you just take it with a grain of salt and just tuck it away? We don't have to all be offended, and I'm not providing medical advice. Just take it.
Right, right. And I think sometimes people uh, do I want to say forget or fail to realize? I don't know. Fill in the blank. But I just feel like sometimes people don't want to hear the truth, even though they ask for the truth. Like,
Hey, can I tell
why
you
am I
why?
breaking out? And why am I having these issues? And then when you tell them, oh no, that can't be it. That's not it. It got to be something else. And you're like, well, but I just what?
Can I
I've
tell
kind
you
of
what I
noticed that
think?
for people. Yes,
Can I tell you
of
why
course you
I
can.
think they do that? Because I don't think they trust me because they don't know me. I am not a trusted figure in their life. Do you remember when I was younger, right? When I was talking about when I was growing up, no one, no one knew the information, right? I never was given the right information. And I went to people and I asked them questions because my goal in life is for people to know that Self Care University OK says that there's truth and then there's trust in that truth. If I'm being very consistent and I want you to trust me because I'm giving you the truth, Am I being consistent? And can you develop trust with me? Because that means everything. But people go to
Right.
doctors, let's say you went to an oncologist, you were probably maybe referred because maybe someone saw that provider and they were so gentle with bedside manners. But let's say you saw this other one and you weren't referred, and then there was just this moment, there was no trust. I get it. There's just a level of trust. And that woman didn't trust me because she didn't know me.
Mm. Wow. You know that, and that's true when you speak about oncologists, because, and I always share my story because I tell people you have the right to choose. You always have
You
options.
do. You do. Be picky.
Even if people say, no, you don't have that, and there's no other options. There are always options. You may not like it, but you have options. And so when I was diagnosed, they told me, um, Dr. Armstrong, he said, okay, well, I'm going to refer you to OU. And I was like, what? OU? No, I don't want to go to OU. And I'm just going to be honest. That's how I was.
You're like, they're not really well known for that.
Right. And now I'm promoting OU. Oh, what was that? Oh, sorry, my screen went dark. Now I'm promoting OU everything. But at first I was like, no, why do I need to go to OU? And I had to stop and say, let me go and see some other options. And I'll come back to you. And so that's what I did. Long and behold, the third option, I gotta remember this man's name. I don't know if he's still practicing or not, but I think he's in, is he in Ada?
Oh,
I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh. I want to make sure I find him again. But anyways, I sent all my records and everything to him, and I'm walking down the hall. He said, come on in, Mrs. McKnight. Da, 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 da. Got my purse in my hand, about to sit down. And he said, so do you want to die before you turn 40? What? What kind of mess? And my sister was like, what? We ain't even get. And he said, well, I'm just asking you a question because ovarian cancer is a silent killer and it's very progressive. We don't know what stage you are. It looks like, according to your records, you had spillage, da 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 da. They want to refer you to OU Stevenson Cancer Center, to Dr. Lisa Landrum. And I trained her over 30 years ago. So I know she knows what she's talking about. So do you want to die? Wait a minute, doctor. I said, no. And I did it just like that. No. And so I tell people that story because sometimes, even though you need a second opinion, you need a third opinion, fourth opinion, the answer that you're needing is going to be revealed within those options. It's just a point of if you want to receive it or not. And so for me, because I was going through a battle. I mean, I'm trying to get pregnant. I'm trying to have a child. I'm trying to figure out how in the world this happened. All I did was have a cyst removed, and then here we come talking about is cancer. So to me, it's like, what in the world? I got to figure something out. But you don't have time, you know. And I'm just
no.
sharing my opinion about time with being diagnosed, but everybody can be diagnosed with different things. And a lot of times when you're diagnosed with stuff, you feel like time is ticking and you don't have time to process a lot of stuff, trying to figure out what's the best option for me. And we also think about money, like you
Oh,
said,
yeah.
paying for things. How are you gonna do this? So, long story short, I always kind of share that because I'm like, you always have options, whether you like them or not. You always have options. You're just gonna have to go down that lane and figure out what's the best choice for you.
Yeah.
So I will say, I think it's important for us to put ourselves at the top of the list. Now, whew, I'm getting hot again because anytime I get emotional, the
Yeah.
flame on come on. But I think it's really important for us to put ourselves at the top of the list
Mhm.
because we put ourselves, and I'm speaking to us women. I mean, I can only speak for us, but men do it too. But we need to put ourselves at the top of the list in order
Right.
to do self care. Um, because if we don't, we never get around to the point to where we take care of ourselves.
Nobody
I
else
mean,
knows what you need but you. And it can be so tailored to you because don't ask anyone else to provide anything for you that you can't provide for yourself, you can do it and you can ask. You just have to speak up and say it. Don't be silent. Don't get on that. Don't get in that digital waiting room. That's not what I'm talking about. Just don't let it build up.
Right. Or ask Dr. Google. Everybody gets on Dr. Google. And
Strategically.
right. I'm having problems with this. Let me ask Dr. Google what this means. And sometimes it has that word, oh, it could cause death, and then you think you're dying. But wait a minute. You done went to the extreme.
The thing that I would tell you is I would write that in your journal, and then that's the information I would bring, the least scariest to the most scariest. I would bring that information to your provider. I would write that in your journal because your doctor cannot know, or your provider, I cannot know what you read and what you're coming to me with fear of, because I can't
Right.
read your mind. You have to speak up.
That's true. I love that. I love that. So let's go back to when I first met you. And you mentioned polyester. Can you
Did.
share with us what you shared at that networking event about polyester? Because I know when they hear this, they're gonna be like, "Wait, what?" But listen to what she says.
If you would not wear a liter bottle of 7 Up, then you would not want to use polyester. So just know that it is recycled trash and it is broken down into a really fluffy material. And for it to be so soft and special, it's so special that it gives you all the feels that you need, but it comes with BPAs, it comes with phthalates, it comes with carcinogens, it comes with hormone disruptors. And that's even from it even being put in the dryer and then put against your skin. Think about when you sweat, think about those pores being open and it seeps, those toxins can seep into your tissue, which then gets into your bloodstream. And now you've got headaches, and now you don't understand why your head hurts. And then you're going to go to your doctor, and your doctor's not going to have any clue that you did polyester, fabric, and that you're wearing it and that you're using it and it's all around you. So polyester is gorgeous. And I've seen it where it's priced like $100 to $300 for a really nice polyester throw, 60 by 90. Let's go cuddle time. But it's just the same as cuddling with trash. Would you do it?
Hmm, that's a commercial right there. Would
For
you
research
do it?
purposes only.
Not not cuddling with trash. Did y'all hear that? But she's dead serious though.
I'm
You
dead serious.
you putting trash on your body. Like
Oh yeah, please do a quick Google search. How is polyester
mm,
made? That's when you want to do a quick Google search. What is the fabric of the material of your underwear? Would you put trash? Would you know what I mean? You're putting this in intimate places of lymph nodes and spaces. You're wearing these polyester pants that are represented by a really rich person that has the last name of K, and you're just everybody's wearing it because she's wearing it and it's trending, but knowing that you're putting those yoga pants really close to areas that you are sweating, it's not breathable at all, and it's really seeping into your skin. Let's have a conversation, ladies. Now let's
mm,
let's let's just do our research.
right. That
It's
makes
not
that makes
trending.
it's not. And I've well, this is called share the tea, so I'm just gonna share it anyway.
Share the tea.
Underwear feels quite different nowadays. I don't know what it is,
Where did cotton
but
go?
if it it feels quite different. And so what I've noticed is in the last, I want to say 2 years, maybe going on three, like my skin becomes irritated at times. Like I don't know. Like I know I'm allergic to the world, Yeah, I'm allergic to everything. But it just seems like lately, um, like I'll bruise or not necessarily hives, but just irritant. Like just I don't know how to explain it. You probably know what I'm talking about.
I
But
do.
Yes, and it's just like, what did I get into? Do I need to change my washing powder, or do I need to change the deodorant, or what is it? And I've had to change my body wash, my
Oh, I
soaps
bet.
and all of that. I can't do those pomegranate orange blossom, all those.
Perfume has so many toxins. Just the word perfume in an ingredient deck can be 99
Mhm.
plus toxic ingredients.
Just like 99. Like,
99 plus with just the word perfume in the ingredient deck.
wow. Why do they need to have that many? Why do you need to have 99 just for Okay, let me focus. Let me focus. Okay. That makes you wonder because some things smell amazing. And you know what? Speaking of perfume, I haven't bought it. I love, well, I don't know if I get in trouble for saying it.
I think I have bad internet reception. We are on the air. She'll be back. She'll be back on. Well, let's just get.
There we go. There we go. Something happened. I'm like, wait a minute. What is happening?
You were about to have some piping hot tea. So you said, now, wait a minute. I'm not sure if I should say this or not. And then the
That's the
world
last
stopped. I
word
was
you
like, no,
heard?
that's the last thing I heard. It's so
You
good that you should
got to
probably
be
say it again.
kidding me.
It's probably
I
so
probably
good
will
that you
say it
should say
again.
it.
Now, wait a minute. Are we still live? Hold on. Let me
You
double check.
are.
I feel
Yep,
like I
you're
don't
still
I don't
live.
know. I'm still live.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Boy, I tell you, we got one job, y'all. Just one job. All we're doing is just having a conversation, and now the internet wants to cut you off. It's like, cut her. Okay. Um. Oh, you said she'll be back. Thank you. Listen, this is the first time and hopefully the last that this will ever happen. But thank you for carrying on. I don't know what oh, I was talking about that perfume. Anyways, I was saying that certain perfume that I love to purchase, but when I buy it, it lasts for a long time because I don't put it on all the time. But
Uh-huh.
what I've noticed is that when I smell other kind of perfumes, it like kicks the allergens to the ninth power is really bad. So lately what I've been doing is just buying essential oils,
Yes.
and Sage and M has this mahogany type oil.
Oh, let's
I don't
go.
remember what all this is. Oh, it smells amazing. Anytime I buy two bottles, and it doesn't take a whole lot. And so I just put that on my skin. I'm really, really, I have no problems with that. Now, when Reggie starts dipping into my oils, then we'll have a problem. But for now, it's good. But I've noticed that some of the things that smell to like those body washes and all that other stuff, it just my skin goes haywire.
Hmm.
And so I can't do that. I don't know what they have in them. I don't know. But things have changed. Uh
Oh, is it me? Okay, you all tell me. Is it me? Am I the one? Okay. She's talking about essential oils. Oh, and then she went off the thing. So essential oils are great if you know where the product is made. So essential oils are great if you know where the products are made. If you know where the original scent is from, where the lavender is grown, absolutely. So I don't know if that's going to make it on the air or not. Oh, we were doing so good. We were doing so good. Oh,
oh, there you are. So was it me?
I never go anywhere, but then my little chat thingy, like no one's commented. Oh, in a minute. So yeah, I don't know if it's me, but I love when you talk about essential oils, though. Girl, let's not
Yes.
skip a beat.
Yeah.
Essential oils are great.
Okay. Right. They definitely are. They definitely are. And they do wonderful things for your skin. And so what I was trying to say is that nowadays I have to use things that are more naturally based, no more naturally created. Um and
Yes.
so let's talk a little bit because I know we've talked quite a bit here, but let's talk a little bit about products that you create because and I mean if that's okay, is that all right?
If you want me to, yes.
Okay, okay, yes, please. I was hoping that I
Uh,
could go to a commercial and go get my turmeric scrub, but the way things are set up, yeah, we're not gonna do that.
oh,
So go ahead.
so that's a 5-star turmeric scrub. If it's the one that you got from me, I get nothing but 5 stars from that. One thing I used to do was I used to send people to the big website that starts with an A. I used to send people to, other places to get products like for like magnesium spray, like if you have joint pain, or to get your essential oils if you get headaches or different things like that. So when I was reading the ingredients, I was like, when it would say and other ingredients and other natural ingredients, what other natural ingredients? Because sawdust is natural. Like I remember when they put sawdust in hamburger meat. Whoo, girl.
Wait, what?
Yes, there was a place, a very popular store that put sawdust in the hamburger meat because I have celiac disease and I was having a reaction. I don't think that sawdust is gluten, but I had such a reaction, and then the next thing you know, there was a spiel about sawdust being added to the hamburger meat to weight it down.
Okay, hold on,
It's not
Sarah.
funny,
When
but
when you say sawdust,
sawdust
are you talking as if I am sewing something and the dust that comes, that residue
off the
that
wood.
comes? Is
Yes.
that what you're talking?
That's a yes, natural, off of natural wood. People will do anything and put it in anything. So I mean, like,
But why would you put that in some food? That's not for you to consume.
I just feel
Oh
like
my
there's
God.
times when people make decisions, it's not the right one, and then someone's a whistleblower, and thank God. Hmm.
Right. Whoever
I'm not meant to make
blew the
wood or eat
whistle.
wood.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go get that threw me for yeah. I'm sorry.
So
So
I'm a
let's
truth
go back to
teller.
your fruit.
I will tell you, like, I've been through it, been through it. So when I say that
We
I've
appreciate
researched
you telling the truth.
ingredients, I cannot have my clients using aerosol spray. What's in the aerosol spray? What's in that spray that starts? I can't say it, but the ones that we love our house to smell good. What's in there?
Mhm.
There's toxins, there's hormone disruptors. Our head hurts. We're infertile. We don't know what's going on. And I was like, hold on a second. I'm an RN. My license is attached to this. If my clients get sick, I don't want them to be like, oh, I'm not taking advice from her. Her recommendation made me sick. So I was like, forget it. I'm making my own because the ingredient deck does not need to be this long unless you've got lavendula, unless you have all the long chemical names of lavender
Right.
and dandelion and yohimbe bark, and you know what I mean? The ingredient deck does not need to
Right.
be that
Right.
long if it's natural. So I made it myself.
Well, thank you for making it yourself. And thank you for telling the truth. Because I don't know what restaurant or place
It was a
that
major
puts the
store.
sawdust in the. Okay, you can tell me offline. Because
Oh no.
yeah, I'm a little upset about that. I don't even eat hamburgers like that, but still,
But
you
it was a
you
long
know
time ago.
better.
But
But anyhow,
why does
still,
spinach have
listen,
E. coli? I'm just saying the spinach in your yard and the spinach in my yard, we're not using the things that would bring on E. coli. That's a question that I asked
right.
on Facebook, and they're like, it wouldn't because unless you're using, and then it said the name of this product that becomes something that we remove from our bodies when we're done with it, that should not present itself to our food. So just be mindful of what the ingredients are and wash your spinach or grow it yourself or find a local farmer. That's why we start doing things ourselves. We're
Absolutely.
like, forget it. I'm not.
Right.
Why would you find a local farmer? See, grind your own beef and
Hmm. Grow your own food. Listen, so let's talk. See, this is why I said earlier that I'm gonna have to bring Miss Connie back because I know we've been all over the place talking about a variety of things, but every time she said something, I'd be like, "Wait a minute, you did what?" But but it's good for you to be able to get this information so that way you know what to do and read the ingredients and be able to ask yourself what are the other natural flavors, what are the other ingredients in this stuff. So let's and I'm gonna do myself justice. I'm not gonna ask any more additional questions that'll get us off track because I know I'm gonna bring you back. Gonna bring you back for sure. But I want to say, what are some products that you have created? I know I mentioned about the turmeric, the scrub, and I love. Listen, well, let me just tell you this part. If when you use the turmeric scrub, mm, your skin is singing hallelujah. I'm telling you, because I was like, oh. I told Reggie, don't touch me. I'm glowing today. Don't touch me. It's like, oh, okay. But I love the tumors. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. But tell us about the products that you have created besides that one, that you would like to share with everyone.
before I tell you about the products that I create, just remember that I love ethically sourced ingredients. So whenever I tell you that I have it, that I make something, that is, I don't want you to think that I went into my kitchen and got my coconut oil that I use for frying the chicken, and I use that. No, 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 no. The turmeric for the chicken in the turmeric for the body scrub is completely different. The magnesium spray that I use is great. The peppermint that I get actually has the really long name for peppermint. Oil, and it's because it doesn't stink after 2 months. It doesn't have this rancid smell. So, you know what I mean? And you don't have to have a bunch of perfume to mask that ick. So just to be mindful. And then the distilled, when it says distilled, I use distilled. I don't use tap water. I don't skimp on quality because it will give me a negative review. And that's not the utmost important, but it will also not do what I said it would do. And I'm about efficaciousness. I'm about the truth and telling the truth. So I love the roll on spray or the roll on for headaches. I really love that I have a PCOS line that's coming out. So that's going to be coming. I do, yes. Just be mindful that you don't have to live with PCOS. It doesn't have to be a thing, but just be mindful that that's coming out. I do. What do I do? I do salt, salt and sugar scrubs. I actually purchased the salt from the Dead Sea, like the Dead Sea salt, the stuff that you had to pay to get it shipped over to you. I did that, so it goes into your balm. And I also did these, those little shower steamers that actually, whenever you drop the disc in your shower and the peppermint and the cooling comes in, and then it kind of like drains your nasal passages. So, I mean, there's so many things that I have coming up and that I do, but just be mindful that it all has to do with, I batch create and then I move on to something else and then I'll batch create something else so that actually the shelf life, you got it really fresh.
Awesome. Now, where can they find you on social media, your website, or anything that you want to share? Where can they find you?
So I have an Etsy shop. It's Cozy Care Wellness. And I also have a Facebook page called Cozy Care Wellness. And I also have a website, selfcareuniversityok.com/Cozy Care Wellness. That is another business that I own. And that really kind of, maybe you'll find some alpaca throw blankets and some certified bamboo throw blankets in there. So just be mindful of that. That's real alpaca. Real alpaca.
Nice. So you're on Etsy and Facebook. Is that right?
Yes.
Any
For shopping,
Instagram or
or you can go to yes, I'm Self Care University OK on Instagram and Self Care University OK on Facebook, and I'm Self Care University OK on YouTube. If you want to
ah,
learn some
they
educational
have a
bits,
YouTube.
go there. It's free.
Okay, definitely. So we need to make sure we follow your YouTube page, because you're probably doing some teachable moments on sharing some things there. So definitely go and follow Miss Connie. She's doing an amazing job, expert over 30 plus years. And trust me, if she doesn't know the answer, she will find out or either refer you to somebody that does know the answer. So do you have any upcoming events or anything that you want the community to know about that they can probably come and support, or a flyer or something of that nature?
So I have three things coming up this Friday. If you want to go to Truth in Health, that's a nonprofit organization, and they have a bunch of wellness representatives there. And I'm going to be their speaker this Friday. We are going to be talking about toxic throws, right? And how they disrupt our hormones. We're going to dive deep on that one. We're doing a deep dive. And then also in April, I'm going to be a vendor at the Truth in Health Expo. And it is free to go, $0, 0 cents. And so I will get that information for you to share if you want.
Yes. And it's called Truth in Health.
Truth in Health. It is a nonprofit organization that is on Facebook mainly. They're also on Instagram. And you can also check out their social calendar.
Okay. Now you're saying truth in, like I-N.
Oh,
Health.
IN. So yeah, TRUTH, and then the second word is IN, and then health. And then the last thing,
Okay.
I will be educating with one of my really good friends, Renita. I think maybe you know her, and I will be educating with her at the Moore Public Library coming up. So just if you can follow any one of our social media accounts, I'm
Okay.
sure Vernelia will get you hooked up, and I will make sure I post information about it. So
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Well, I'm excited. You listen, you are busy just like the rest of us, educating the community about things that we need to be aware, be community aware, and be health aware about what's going on. Because you will be surprised. about the different things that are in our food, our linen, air spray, candles, all that stuff. I mean, listen, you start watching documentaries, they're documentaries for a reason. They're not made just to be a conspiracy theory. It's more so for you to understand and for you to be knowledgeable about what's happening and why things are happening. So I totally agree with everything that you mentioned. Like she said about those air fresheners that we love to purchase in bulk and spray times. Yes, I stopped that a while back. I had to get get my husband involved because we got so used to doing it. You get used to buying things, it just becomes a habit. But when you start looking and paying attention to certain things, you're like, you know what? What? I don't need to buy that anymore. I don't need to buy that anymore. And
Essential
so,
oils, air diffusers,
yeah,
essential oils, air diffusers. Put that goodness in the air.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. And shout out to Reggie because he loves this air diffuser that he buys. Now the smell, I don't know what smell that is, but
Oh, all right. Maybe
he
it's a
loves his
aphrodisiac.
diffuser. Yeah. Right. Girl, don't encourage. Don't
Oh
encourage.
no.
No, I'm just
Okay.
joking. I'm
Because
just
I
joking.
know, I know the
But he
oils.
loves it. But I right. But I will say that it's important for us to just learn. Like when you learn new things, it makes you look at world a totally different outlook. Like you see things differently. And I understand, Connie, that some people don't want to be receptive of your support, of your help, of your knowledge, but I encourage you to continue to use your voice. Use your voice because one day they're gonna be like, there was a lady that said something. Let me try to find. Oh, now you're coming back because I've had that happen before, and I don't rub it in their face. I was just like, oh, how can I be of service? How can I help you? Because we're all here to help you at some point or another. That's what makes the world go round. So I appreciate you, Connie, coming on Share the Tea Tuesdays. I know we have talked a lot. If anybody's listening to this podcast, they're like, what in the world is happening today? But it's
Yes.
okay.
Just go with it.
Just, yes, just go with it. Hey, it's the 24th of March. And so anything could happen on this special day. But I appreciate you coming on and sharing your story, sharing your business. Make sure you go and follow her on all platforms. She says Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and tell them that handle one.
Self Care University OK or Cozy Care Wellness.
There you go. Look her up, purchase her products, give her a review. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. So, yes, definitely. And please send that information about truth and health because I want to make sure I share that with other people so that way they can come out and support. And best wishes on your panel discussion and everything that you're going to have coming up in the next week or next week or month or so. We're always busy when we're entrepreneurs. So one last thing before we go, give us some words of encouragement. Whatever that you want to say, just give us some words of encouragement, and we're gonna end out on that note.
Always be a student of life. Write things down and make sure that you realize that you do not have to be perfect. You just have to be present and just know that your body isn't broken. It's just telling you what needs to be fixed.
Thank you so much. I love that. Listen, I'm gonna make sure I get snippets of this so I can push them on replay. Don't forget to follow Share the Tea with V on all social media, everything except for the snap of the chat. But I'm on everything else. And if you ever want to be a special guest on Share the Tea Tuesdays, always send us a message. Go to my website. You can sign up there and we can get you scheduled to be on the show. So remember, we are being intentional, insightful, and impactful in everything that we do because we share the tea. We don't spill it. All right. Thank you, Miss Connie. You enjoy the rest of your day. And guys, I'll see you next time.
Thank you for your
Bye.
patience.